everyone. So, it's been a while. Just wanted to catch you guys up on what I did for my birthday. Now, keep in mind that because my birthday fell on a Saturday, I originally wasn't going to take it off, so I was actually going to work on my birthday, which means I was just going to have my birthday party on Sunday, and I was going to go out with friends on Friday. And then there are other friends as well, which meant there would be like multiple celebrations. So I thought I'd go backward and explain that, and then we'll go all the way back to the first celebration, and we'll end it right there. So the last one, which took place last Friday, was with my friends from karaoke. It was a lot of fun. When I first got there, first thing we did was bowling. And that's one thing that I wasn't really too good at. I'm not that bad either, but for some reason, I wasn't doing that well to begin with. And then slowly but slowly, I did better and better, and I got into the hundreds, the low hundreds, but I never got past that. And amazingly, my friends who do karaoke, they're better at bowling as well. So that was fun, very interesting. And of course, we went ahead and did karaoke, and I went ahead and sang More Than Words by The Extreme, which is, again, one of my favorite ones. Why? Because it's a slow song, and actually, I can sing it pretty well. Yeah, I have a falsetto voice. And, of course, the other one, which I always find a little funny, is a cover of Baby Got Back, and it's by Jonathan Colton. And I know that sounds odd to hear me say that I sing that song, and you guys are probably wondering, well, why would I sing that? I've heard Sir Mix-a-Lot sing it. Why would I want to sing that one? And that's a really good question. So I'm going to go ahead and play you a sample of it, and hopefully if it doesn't get, if it gets distorted, I'm muting it and just going to play it directly in there. Just let it load. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Yeah, slightly different from the rap version. Yeah, I actually purchased the karaoke version of this and had it burned onto a CD so they could actually play it. It's actually known as a CDG, as in graphics. Anyway, and that's why I went and sang for the second time. The first time I sang it was a while back. So I was a little rusty, but still, when I sing, I'm able to almost mimic his voice. Although for some reason, in this karaoke bar, I actually have to literally put the microphone very close and sing as loud as I can. Most other ones, I don't know, their microphones are better, so you don't have to really emphasize on how you're singing or really push on your diaphragm to get it out there. But with this one, you have to. But still, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty interesting. And then the night ended, and that's all I did. But I took a picture with all my friends, and, you know, they slowly left after a while. As, you know, time progresses, people have to leave. They have to work the next day, or sometimes they're just tired or not feeling well. But, yeah, that was a blast. Let's go back. Let's see. What else did I do? Sunday. That was the party. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so I still went to work on Sunday. I got out at 4 o'clock. The party started at 5, so I had an hour to get ready, to get out of my default attire and to get dressed up and wait for everyone to arrive. First person to arrive was one of my friends who used to live pretty close, and then he moved a little farther. He's a person who draws comics and things like that. His name is Daniel. first person to arrive, and he just asked me, because I guess I mentioned to him that I would like to be in a comic, because he really likes to do a lot of different sketches and makes his own small variations of comics, all independent, all on his own. And, it'd be nice if he could incorporate me into one of them. So I said, well, what's your favorite character? Just name a character. That's what I was thinking. A couple of different things. Supergirl, the Reader Meadows, Brandy. And so I went ahead and said, well, Ninja Turtle. He says, okay, sure. And so he goes ahead and starts doing a small sketch, and I gave him one of the NECA turtles that I have, the black and white one. Just gave him that one so he could have a better idea of what to focus and concentrate on. And he's like, alright, go play some music or something. I'm like, okay, so I can kill some time. And so I started playing on the piano, and after that, I guess progressively throughout the whole thing is what he was working on, just sketching this thing. But he didn't want me to see it, so he had different people hold my attention while he was doing it and continuing the sketch. And I'll come back to that later. Next person or people to arrive were my godparents, which were awesome. It's always great to see them. And after that was Tim. That's right, Mr. Pink Crusader. He arrived, and yeah, it was great. Of course, we had the food outside. I had Angela's pizza, and just to let you know, the slices are huge. A lot of cheese, pepperoni. I had jalapenos too, but yikes. Since I've been doing this P90X thing, I wasn't sure how much pizza I could eat. Usually I'm pretty good at eating a lot of pizza. I'm pretty good at consuming a lot of food. That's a nice way of putting it, yeah. But this time, no. I got, I think, 2 slices, and that was it. I was done. I was full so quickly. It was a surprise. Kind of a letdown in a way, but yeah. So I still have a lot of pizza left over, and well, you can freeze it so it lasts a lot longer, so I'll be enjoying Angelo's for a while. So anyway, throughout eating, different people were talking to me, so Danny could work on the sketch. And once he finished, I still couldn't see it because he went ahead and brought some, or my parents brought some crayons because that's what he requested. He had everyone color in a certain part of this picture. And now I wish I had the picture right near me, which I don't. So, anyway, again, they spent coloring, and then they spent more of their time distracting me. Because I already knew they were distracting me, but still, I went ahead and went with it. And after they finished coloring, he went ahead and hid the picture. We all came back in, and I was thinking, to watch a movie, do something that incorporates all of us. And I remember that some people haven't played this new Super Mario Brothers game, so I went and hooked up the Wii, and for once I actually saw 4 people playing. No, I don't have any footage of this. Why? Well, because it seemed like everyone was having so much fun that, well, turning on the computer, setting everything up, getting the camera ready, turning around, it just seemed like too much of a hassle. And plus, I was having too much fun watching everyone play, and it's truly a spectacle to see. It is. And yes, I got a chance to play as well. And after that, we went ahead and played. I'm not sure what you would call it, because it's not exactly a board game, because there's no board, and you're not really against each other. You're more or less teaming up to try to solve a mystery. It's called Crack the Case. It's an old game, and it has many cards, about that many, and they're just full of all these different cases. Yes, there are rules to the game. It's a lot of fun, and that's what we killed a lot of time, but it was just great. Funny, laughter, amazing. Purely amazing. And of course, then we come to gifts. My sister and brother, they got me some movies, and one thing to show you is that I got a Blu-ray player, which is that right there. Yeah. Now keep in mind that I have a 4x3 CRT television. What does that mean? It's not high definition. The thing is that our DVD player was on the blinks. Really, it would skip, freeze, and do all these things, and it wouldn't read bootlegged movies, or movies that you would make off the computer. It had trouble reading, wouldn't read it as well. And you know what? I thought it was time, because chances are we're going to get a TV, hopefully, in the near future, and so I might as well get a Blu-ray player. Why? Because it plays everything else. Blu-rays and the old DVDs, and plus it has that up conversion thing, so you don't have to rebuy everything. This is the LG BD590. It's one of the newest ones that came out. It has a 250 gig hard drive. Again, it's the first Blu-ray player that has a hard drive in it. Now I know people are going to say, well, what about the PS3? Well, the PS3 is not a standalone Blu-ray player. It incorporates other things as well, like video games. That's why when you hear about the BD590, they're going to say it's the first one with a hard drive in it, because it's standalone. That's what it's meant for, nothing else. So far, pretty good. It has a couple of bugs in it, but I can't complain. And because of the Blu-ray player, which everyone knew I was going to get, I knew I was going to get it. Yeah, I know, it kind of spoils it slightly, but you know, as you get older, or well, I won't say older, people never know usually what to get me, so they have me make a list, and yeah. Anyway, my brother went ahead and got me a Blu-ray version of Watchmen, which I have, but you know what? I definitely want to keep it. And of course, my sister got me The Fifth Element, which I already have. And I really was thinking something else. So she went ahead and returned it, and she got me Sherlock Holmes. Granted, this one came out on Tuesday, and my party was on Sunday. So she had to wait a couple of days, but still, it is worth it. I keep watching it over and over again. And then her boyfriend, who came over later on, went ahead and got me Transformers Season 1, which is kind of cool. I don't really watch Transformers that often. Or when I was little, I didn't watch it as often, but I did watch it. I wasn't too into it like Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters and James Bond Jr. and all those other ones that came out. But still, it's one of the classics, so I definitely kept that. And let me go ahead and get the sketch that I've been telling you guys about. Okay. So, he went and hit it, and so this is what he drew, which I think is pretty cool. Again, he had me playing the piano, so as I was playing the piano, he went ahead and drew that, and I think that is really, really cool. And the worst thing is, I got that feeling of deja vu when I saw it. But that looks amazing. That's pretty good. And of course you see it says, where is it? Yeah. There we go, right there. It says happy birthday. Yeah, they call me Ricky, and it's from everyone. Everyone helped color it in. Yes, I go by Ricky. I find that, again, awesome, where people call me Richard, and other people call me Ricky, and then when they intertwine, it just throws everyone off for some reason. So yeah, that was my birthday party. Saturday, going backward again, one more day, I didn't do too much. Why? Because I had my first hangover. Yeah, when I woke up from my fun on Friday night, when I woke up Saturday morning, yeah, I didn't feel that good. I really didn't. I spent most of the morning to the beginning of the afternoon recovering. I didn't have a massive headache, but really it is a very, very terrible feeling. Yeah, it's just, I don't even want to go into describing it. I'm just glad that it's over with. Originally, the plan was that My parents were going to make waffles, which is one of my favorite things. Then my brother, who came over, and then my sister, we were all going to sit down, eat, and go over to his house and watch Ghostbusters on Blu-ray, because he has a high-definition TV, 120 hertz, and a Blu-ray player, which is awesome. And when I got him Ghostbusters for Christmas, I told him, don't watch it. I told him to wait so everyone can watch it, and we would all watch it together. This is that was the first attempt of trying to do this, and there was a second attempt, and yeah, it still didn't happen. So yeah, but it still wasn't too bad. He stayed here for a while, and once I finally recovered, I was still taking it easy, but we got a chance to just talk and catch up, and that's a lot of fun. Later on, I didn't do too much. Why? Because I had the party the next day, and I didn't want to stay up because I still had to get up early. I still had to get up at 6:30, and that's the one thing I didn't want to really do. Stay out late, get up early, and just that would kill the party and everything else. Just a huge chain reaction. And now we come to Friday. Okay, Friday. I'm getting ready to laugh for some reason. You guys don't know it yet, but yeah, there's a reason why. Okay, so it's around 6:30. My friends get off work, they have to get ready to prepare. That's totally cool. First thing they do is pick me up, and they take me straight to Pink's, because that was the plan. I've never been to Pink's, but I went there. There's a nice line of like 18 people. It takes about 45 minutes. We're all hungry as well. And there are quite a few interesting names to describe these hot dogs. There's Lord of the Rings, which is, if I can remember, one big hot dog with onion rings on them. There's a David Hasselhoff. They call it the Hasselhoff hot dog, and I forgot what it has on it. But yeah, they named one after him too. What did I get? I got the, pastrami burrito. You're like, well, it's a hot dog place, right? Did I mention that? Yeah, it's a hot dog place. Yeah, well, it turns out they take 2 hot dogs, put meat in it, or pastrami in it, and then they go ahead and put sauce in it, and then they get burrito, and they wrap that up as well, and that's what you get to eat. And, of course, we got the classic sodas they have in the glass with the little cap that you get to twist off. That was cool. That wasn't too bad. The food tasted alright. It was pretty good when I was eating it, but, of course, Saturday wasn't really that good, and so it left a more bitter, more negative effect on me, so I won't be going back to Pink's anytime soon. Anyway, as we finished, I was going to go to this comic book store I heard all about. It's called Golden Apple Comics. One of the bigger stores around my area. Never been there. Turns out that Pink's and the comic book store are about 1 block apart. So I went ahead and went with my friends. This is Eddie and Julie, my 2 friends from work, who are totally awesome. We go in, and Eddie's not into comic books, and Julie is kind of against comic books altogether. Yes, I hissed, I know. I thought she was going to burst into flames when she went to the comic book store. It didn't happen. So, you go in there, and this place is pretty big. It's pretty big, and I wish I took pictures, but no, I didn't. Walking around and looking at all these comic books and everything else that they have there. Which reminds me, I should have went looking for Kick-Ass comic books. No pun intended with that. But, we spent about 15-20 minutes just looking around. I found these Supergirl comic books I already have, but these were signed. Cheap price. Went ahead and bought them. And it wasn't too bad. It was alright. Yeah, I know. I was expecting something super amazing, or, spending a lot of money on your birthday to buy something you really, really want. But that was good enough for me. So we exit, and the next we're going for is Amoeba Records. What is Amoeba Records? It is a 2-story record store. Eddie's never been there, Julie's never been there, I've been there once. So when we get there, again, it looks familiar to me, but there's one big difference. On the second story is where all the vinyl of the hard house, techno, and all that is. It's not there anymore. What's there instead? DVDs of movies. What's that doing in a record place? I don't know. Amoeba Records, keep that in mind. And as I go back downstairs, looking for my hard house and techno, there are more CDs there than there are vinyl records. Again, Amoeba Record Store, not CD store, record store. The first time I went, there's hard house. They even had separated by the people's names. Now that I'm there, everything's all lumped together. So like, jungle, trance, and hard house are all in one category, all mixed in. Only the huge names are there. So all the names I was looking for, no. And there's probably about 13, 14 just rows of all these records, and there's like maybe 40 or 50 in each one of them, and I'm not going to go through each one, just trying to find the one I was looking for. But Eddie, on the other hand, found the hip-hop section of vinyl, and he found way too much. He only bought 2 records, but still, that's pretty good. So in the end, you know what? I got my comic books and he got his records. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Now that it's getting pretty late, and I wasn't sure because they were telling me something before, and I agreed to it. And I wasn't sure if they were gonna go, or if I didn't say anything, would we avoid it? Turns out, yeah, I brought it up and they remembered. Yeah, they weren't gonna let me slip by. So, first thing they did, they took me back home because we were in Hollywood, or downtown, right around there of Los Angeles. So they took me back to my hometown, Montebello, and they went into a Ralph's. They went and bought this blue liquor, which is like, it has UV. That's what it says on it. I don't know about liquor, so they went ahead and bought that. And then they took me to 7-Eleven. They got 2 cups, halfway full of ice, filled mine up about 80% of the way with 7-Up, and then the other one with more. And then they went ahead, came back outside and poured in the liquor. And so they had me starting to drink it to calm my nerves. Why? You'll see. So I drink about half of it. And this is the weird thing about liquor. See, if it's juice, soda, any other type of thing, when I drink, I can drink very quickly. I can consume it very quickly, fast, like that. No, with liquor, I think, wow, I'm doing pretty good. No, I'm only drinking this much. I'm like, wow. I take like 4 or 5 more sips. I'm thinking big gulps. Now I'm thinking, yeah, this thing's going to go down really quick. No, it just goes down a little bit more by that. I would think it'd be like that much empty. No, it's only that much. So it took me a while to get me halfway there. And after that, they went ahead and started driving. Me. No, they were... Someone was the sober person driving, don't worry. And they went near my store. Or our store. Fry's. And they took me to this place. They pulled up, and 2 of my other friends were waiting there, Stephanie and Angel, which is totally awesome because I had no clue they were going to be there. Originally, there were supposed to be 4 people. 2 other people who one was a coworker and the other one was the husband. But they couldn't make it, so they went ahead and invited my 2 other friends that they know about. And, yeah, so there they were. And so I go ahead and meet them. It totally threw me off, of course. I'm just about, is buzzed a word to use? I think so. maybe slightly more than that. But it turns out that they took me to a strip club. Yeah, and I've never been in one. And yeah, I couldn't escape them. They went ahead, took me in, and well, that's what happened on Friday. Well, I guess that's gonna be it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.